Hi friends. So I often get asked this question, what is this whole concept of exemptions in the ACCA exams? So I thought I'll shoot this video and solve all your doubts today. So the ACCA has a very interesting practice of exempting certain papers basis a past degree or a past qualification that you may have, because they believe that probably the equivalent syllabus of the paper that they exempt has already been covered in your past degree or your past qualification. And in fact, this is the feature of the qualification that is so attractive and so friendly for students who are pursuing ACCA. Now, there are a lot of exemptions available on several courses and several degrees that you may have. And what I'll do today is I'll pick up the top 3-4 of them and talk about them and give you perspective. So let's take the first one, which is the most common one, is let's say if you are a BCom graduate, you finished your 3 years of BCom, what kind of an exemption do you get? Now, if you're a BCom graduate from a recognized university, you can claim up to 4 exemptions, which means the first 4 papers of the course are exempt. You don't need to appear for them. Okay, this is if you are a BCom graduate. Which means if you're a plus 10 student or a plus 12 student or in your first or second year of graduation, then you don't have any exemptions. You have to do all the papers. But if you finished your BCom, then you get the first 4 papers exempt. Now, I know for a fact that in India, BCom is known by different names, and there are so many variations of BCom, in different universities. So you have BCom honors, you have BCom specialized in management studies, so they call it BMS. You have BPA programs. You have BCom specializing in financial markets, in insurance. So there are so many variations of BCom in different universities. Now, BCom from a recognized university for sure is 4 exemptions. But for all the other variations of BCom, it is best to check on the Exemptions Calculator, which the link I'm sharing in screens. So go on to the Exemptions Calculator, input the university, input the variation of BCom that you're doing, and you'll be able to realize, you'll come to know how many exemptions are available. It could be as little as 1 paper, maximum up to 4 papers. Okay, so that's with your regular graduation. The second most common exemption that students avail in India is BCom plus you finished your CA IPCC or CA Inter as it's called today. Now, if you're a BCom graduate plus you finished your CA IPCC or CA Inter both groups, then you can claim up to 6 papers of exemption, which is typically the first 4 papers, the 6th and the 8th paper. So that's a total of 6 papers exempt. If you're a chartered accountant, which means you're done with your CA final both groups, then for sure you can claim up to 9 papers of exemption. Okay? If you are CMA, Cost and Management Accounting from the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, then how many exemptions can you claim? Well, if you have less than 5 years of work experience, you get 7 papers exemption. And if you have more than 5 years of experience, then you get up to 9 papers exemption. Okay, this is if you are a CMA. Now, if you have any other degree other than this, so if you are an MBA Finance, or you've done your CMA from the US, or you have a CPA, or you have any other degree or qualification, it's always best to go on to the Exemptions Calculator of the ACCA and check for yourself. Input the university or the professional body, input the degree that you have, and the calculator will throw up and tell you how many exemptions you typically have, right? The second question that students have is, okay, we know the exemptions, what then? Do you have to really pay any kind of fees for it? Well, yes. As a standard rule, the ACCA charges you exemption fees, which means for every paper that you exempt, you need to pay a fees which is equivalent to the exam fees, right? So for example, let's say you're a BCom student and you claim 4 papers exemption. So you have to pay exemption fee which is actually equal to the cost, which is actually equal to the exam fee of these 4 papers. Okay. Now, that's the general rule, right? But being approved learning partners with the ACCA, there are a lot of discounts and a lot of benefits that the ACCA gives us, which in turn we are very happy to share with the students. So we will be able to bring down this exemptions fees for you substantially. So if you are a student who wants to claim any of these exemptions, do reach out to us and we'll help you with whatever benefits we have available. Also, going ahead, if you have any degree or any course and you're not very sure of what kind of exemptions to avail, do reach out to us and we'll be happy to guide you through. Thank you.